Hi, I'm Travis.
And I'm Ellen. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about us and watch this video.
I met Ellen at work, that we worked in different offices, and immediately noticed her smile and her sense of humor.
I think the first thing I noticed about Travis was his passion for his job, and he just had this confidence about him. It just radiated throughout his entire presence, and I knew that this is a guy that I wanted to get to know better.
So eventually we connected over being from the same part of Virginia, and I asked her on a date to go to the Redskins training camp. So rather than let Ellen wise up, I very quickly, after 8 months, proposed to her, and we've been married 7.5 years now.
So Travis and I got married almost 8 years ago, and I think before we got married, we adopted our dog, Freddie.
We got adopted him from a rescue shelter. He's a great dog, loves people, particularly kids, and cleaning up after kids after they drop food on the floor.
So we don't have any children yet, but we are so looking forward to having a child in the house.
So I knew early on that Ellen was the person I wanted to be with forever. Since we met at work, I knew she was clearly intelligent and hardworking and driven, but the more you get to know her, the more you see how loving and caring and selfless she is. And you can see that with the way she treats her friends and her family and how she always puts them first. Ellen has an appreciation for the quiet times, some of the things she enjoys doing, going to classical concerts and reading fiction and nonfiction books. Ellen, as I said, is always the most generous person you've ever come across.
So Travis is the most dependable man that I know. He is such a loving and patient person. He really, I really need that, and I think he really compliments me in that way. After Travis's father passed away, I know that there were a lot of things that Travis had wanted to do, continue to do with his father, and since then he's really just had a passion for life and family and living life to the fullest. And I know that he's just going to be such an amazing dad and carry forward all of those wonderful lessons that his father taught him so that he can teach our children.
We have so many fun family traditions. Birthdays are always fun because Ellen's birthday is the day after mine, so I'll never forget her birthday. Ellen has a big sweet tooth, so for our anniversary every year, I recreate the top of our wedding cake.
My family lives nearby, so we have a lot of fun traditions with them. Sometimes we will drive an hour to go to our favorite ice cream store, or we go to an annual crab festival to support a local museum. My extended family also gets together every year for a family reunion, and the main event is always the annual water balloon fight.
Ellen likes to make every holiday special, but my favorite is Christmas. Our house is always filled with the smells and sounds of Christmas. It's always such a joyful time.
My favorite Christmas tradition is baking. Growing up, my grandmother would bake dozens and dozens of cookies, and I hope to do the same and pass down that tradition to our children.
So we stretched to purchase our home in the neighborhood it is because it's such a great neighborhood with great schools, and we knew it would be perfect when we were ready to start raising our family together.
There are a lot of young families, lots of kids, so our children will have lots of friends nearby.
Every year there is a neighborhood block party with activities for kids, an 80s cover band for the adult kids, and I think they just did their 19th or 20th block party this year.
I've always felt very strongly about adoption. Obviously, I told Travis that very early on in our relationship. I just have always felt that being part of adoption is just the most selfless act a woman can do. And, since it turns out that, we have struggled to conceive a child naturally, it's been sort of bittersweet. I definitely would love to have biological children, but we're pursuing adoption because it is such a loving choice and on all sides. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and to learn more about us. Even though we don't know you, Travis and I have been praying for you and your decision.
Whether or not you choose us, thank you so much for watching our video and considering us to raise your child.
We are happy to share any photos or updates with you if you so desire. And please know that your child will be raised in a home with unconditional love and will be taught to show that same love, strength, and courage to others.